valve that goes up to the solar panels. You can bypass the solar panels, turn this off, turn this on, and then it goes straight to the returns and the waterfall. One-way check valve for the solar. This is coming back out of the solar panels, coming back down into the returns. Of course, when we're running the solar panels, we turn this off, we open this up, and then the return water from the pool goes up the side of the house to the solar panels, comes back in here and down into the returns. Of course, when we're running those solar panels, we cannot turn on the waterfall because there's not enough pressure to run all that. So coming out of the pump room, these are the 2.5 inch PVC lines that go up the roof. The one that, I don't know if you can see that way up there, but the one that branches off to the right is the supply, and then the one that goes straight up, that's the water coming back down to the pool. So coming out of the pump room, up the side of the house, and then coming into here, we do a, let me get up for a little bit further up this roof. We do a U-turn over here that feeds into these 7 panels here. The water flows up these panels, fills this up, fills this pipe up, comes out here, and it comes down here and does another U-turn, and then fills up these 6 panels up into this pipe, and then out and back down. Comes out right here, and then around this hose, and then back down to the pump room. So when we first hooked it up, it took the PSI from about 8.5, 9 PSI all the way to about 15 PSI when we first fired it up, and now it has slowly climbed to about 20.5 PSI. So we've gained about 4.5 PSI since we started using it. So there may be some debris getting through the filter and causing these things. These are really tiny little channels that water flows up, and so it ain't going to take much to start plugging those channels. So I'm thinking, you know, that may be why the PSI has been increasing on us. The other thing is you know, we only run it on really warm days, and on those warm days, that's kind of when I notice the PSI going up too. So is the water expanding? So I know, you know, if you have a boiling pot of water, that steam is going to expand and that lid's going to want to seep air. So that could be another reason, I'm not sure. So this is the water feature. So right now, the water will come out that hole, run down these steps here, and then fills into this pool. That pool fills up and flows over into this section, which fills up and then flows into the pool. So this thing is, when I turn this on, right in here, this whole thing gets wet outside here. So somewhere down in there, I'm thinking there's a leak somewhere, which I'm apparently unable to find. I think there's another leak coming from a hole right in there that I missed. So I know water drips through here and into this area. But see the level of that water? Just Saturday, I had this thing full and running, and it has gotten this low since Saturday, just sitting here. And I know not that much should have evaporated. So there's some kind of a leak down in here. There's a lot of cracks in there. I think this thing was installed pre the 8 point whatever earthquake back in 2000. So the earthquake might have put some cracks in it, but that's the water feature.